white people are weird. So as soon as, and this has happened in many places I've worked, as soon as one person realizes or finds out that I'm with a black man, and this is always the most innocent way, where I will have a picture of us as a screensaver, or, you know, my background on my phone, and they see it and they're like, wait, is that your man? And then I'm like, yeah, and I'll start going off like, this is his name, and we've been, yeah, blah 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 blah, you know, whatever normal conversation when you're talking about a relationship, right? And I kid you not, almost every single place I've worked, that gets spread out somehow. So then there's other people coming up to me being like, oh, can I see a picture of your husband? Can I see a picture of your man? And I'm like, that's a little coincidental when yesterday I just told blah 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 that he was black, and now you want to see a picture? Okay. Or I've literally had people come up to me and be like, so what is your man? What is your boyfriend? Like, what is his nationality? What is his race? Because he is mixed. So it's like, okay, I get that. And that used to piss me off so much. But now I just look at it as like education. So like I can educate them, and that's like a good thing. But the one thing that really ticks me off, I had this bitch before literally say in front of somebody else, yeah, Kim's husband is black. Just like that, just informing other people I worked with right in front of my face. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? And anytime I get an attitude with somebody and I start getting a little bit my words start having some harsh meaning to it, then instantly a motherfucker will say, oh, what do you think, you're black now? Oh, bitch. You saying that because you know I'm with a black man. You got me fucked up. Don't fuck with me because you don't even know. And guess what? Gingers are black. So yes, I do. Fuck you.
Part 2 of why I date black men. Now, a lot of this is going to be very personal to me as a redhead. Having red hair, freckles, fair skin. These are all things that I've been teased for growing up, right? For whatever reason, black men and women have loved it about me. They appreciate it. It seems to be something they're attracted to. I have always felt more comfortable and gone along with black men and women. It's just a thing. Black men seem to appreciate my body type a lot more. Some racists want to be like, oh, it's just because they allow you to be fat. No, I can be skinny and your girl is still gonna have hips, thighs, a butt. I can't help it. I've never had them ask me to dye my hair. I've never had them ask me to tan, like I have an option of tanning. Anyway, it just seems like I'm accepted for me in whatever form that is. I feel safe with black men. A lot of you got really onto me not talking about BBC as one of the reasons I date black men. And it's not, okay? I did say intimacy, I did, but not every black man has a BBC anyway. But I would never date an entire race for the hope that they're packing. That is just weird. However, I will say the bedroom activities with black men and women have been top tier. I feel like I'm more than a body. I feel like they are interested in me enjoying the experience as well. Sometimes, guys, we're just attracted to what we're attracted to. I don't sit there and try to dissect why do I like this person kind of thing. Especially initially where you don't really know them, but you do know that there's attraction there. It's not a fetish. It's oh, I like talking to this person. A few people have brought up that it might be the fact that black men hit on me more than white men, and that is true. White men do still hit on me. I know some of you guys are so pressed. Your fellow white guys still like me, even after knowing that I date black guys. But usually black guys are the ones that hit on me the most, and it's always been that way. I must have the look.
I put my life up for my people, cause that's just how I go. Nobody better not fuck with my people, cause these my fucking folks.
Let me say it right now, gingers and blacks were like this, I'm telling you. I don't know why, but there's some sort of hidden, unspoken appreciation for ginger people and blacks. It's like there's a hidden link. I slightly believe they're black people that just got painted white, because gingers always have the best rhythm. Gingers love black men as well, and we just get on together so well. I've never seen a ginger that hasn't integrated well into black culture. Like, anything I show them, they're always good with it. They're always just, it's like they're black, I promise you. I need me a ginger wife, please. Anyone, DM me. Applications now.
Do you want to form an alliance with me?
Absolutely, I do.
Good, good. excellent.
In this time of madness, two houses join, black and ginger. We are the ambition and melanin you have been missing for years, and you are the fire that we have desired to burn in our hearts. It is time to join us, bruh.
Ninjas! Don't you dare mess this up for our community. We finally are getting the acceptance and the love that we deserve from other communities. Black people have accepted us into their welcoming arms. We cannot mess this up. We have all faced years of trauma, hate, just disgusting words towards us. Now we are finally getting the recognition and love we so deserve. So we cannot stand down from this. We have got to keep pushing on, gingers. We have got to keep it going. We've got to keep spreading that love. We've got to keep embracing people. We have got to keep this momentum pushing. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity we are facing right now. Don't you dare, as a redhead, mess this up for our people. Okay? We have not faced years of the backlash and the hatred that we have faced for nothing. Okay? Don't you dare mess this up for us.
So my question is, what happens to the ones who have been black and ginger all their lives? What about us? Everybody's so excited. All these people are so excited that y'all done called them black. But baby, black gingers, we exist, okay? You may say, oh, your hair's brown. No, it's not. My mom has red hair. My dad was born with red hair. 100% black. I'm 100% black, not mixed with nothing. This is a black woman with red hair. I'm not going to look like a white ginger because I'm not white. I'm a black woman with red hair. And obviously with very different features. I have blonde eyebrows, blonde eyelashes, you know, all of the things. But hey, I feel like we need a support group or something because we've flown under the radar this whole time. Everybody, oh, you dyed your hair. Is that your natural hair color? Oh, but it's this. Oh, but it's that. Are you sure you're all the way black? Are you sure? Da-da-da-da. We get all the questions. We got to explain ourselves. But just, y'all handed the white people a card. Y'all handed them a card of just that, oh. And I know we're all playing along. We're all playing along. Ha, 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 he, he, he. But it's like, dang. I've been underrepresented my whole life. And now everybody else getting credit for being a black ginger in the book. What happens to the actual black gingers? Because we out here. The only representation I had growing up was strawberry shortcake. A white redhead girl. And yeah, I know the white gingers may have gotten fun of or they weren't so popular, but us, honey, we just got disregarded. The black people with red hair, we just got completely disregarded. And I low-key feel the same way right now. So I'm just like, dang, can we get some credit for something? Can I get some credit? Because this how this girl at my head, okay? Usually when we're younger, our hair is brighter. I see the other gingers my age, other black gingers, and I'm like, dang, you know, our hair has changed. But that's, once again, being a black redhead, like, there are different shades, there are varieties, you know, and it's beautiful. This is not brown. My hair looks different when it's freshly washed. My hair looks different when it's as I've gotten older. But this is a shade of red hair on a black woman. Just had to put it out there.
TikTok putting all these redheads on my page, knowing that's what I like. Gingers are black now? Shit, let me go get me a black woman real quick then. Let me go get me a black woman. Come here, black queen. Little black queen, what's up? Little ginger black queen, I need you.
Some bitch told me once, you would be with a black man. The fuck's that supposed to mean?
When did I first realize that I was attracted to black men? This isn't a really interesting answer, but this is a common question. I didn't wake up one day and just be like, man, I love me some black men. I talked about my first boyfriend in first grade was black. My oldest father is black. I just always found black men more attractive, and not for any specific reason that I could put a finger on. I've just always felt attracted to them, which I've done many videos on why or what I think that is, but overall, that's just how it's been. It wasn't until my early 20s when I was separated from my ex and I was dating others, and it just seemed like every single guy was black. If I would go to the club or bar, it seems that the black men would migrate to me or I would migrate to them. And that is when I realized that I most likely had a preference. Like, Stephanie, you really seem to like the black guys. It's just been that way my entire life. All of my family and friends just know that I prefer to date black guys. When I started dating and I would tell my friends that, hey, I'm talking to this guy, I wouldn't even tell them if he was black. They would just assumed that most likely the odds are he's black.
Babe, how's it feel to be with a
Stop.
black man?
It's getting annoying.
How's it feel to be with a black man?
You're a ginger.
You better watch that hard R. Ginger.
You're a ginger.
Snow bunny, in and out the bank so much, I can't keep the Benjis on me. Hold on.
Said that I'ma ride for my motherfucking ginger. Likely I'ma die with my finger on the trigger. I've been grinding outside all day with my gingers, and I ain't going in unless it's with my ginger, my ginger, my ginger, my ginger, my.
I'll have the steak smothered in onions, a rack of ribs, pasta with extra garlic, French fries with lots of vinegar, and a side of onion rings with lots and lots of sauerkraut.
Being a redhead on TikTok this week has just been wild, and I am not only a redhead, but I am also a sociologist and a communications consultant, so I have just been watching this with fascination and really watching a bajillion videos about it. And I think what we are witnessing is marginalized communities, the ginger community and the black community, finding kinship together and finding a lot of shared experience in what has been a difficult upbringing because they were not accepted by the vast majority of society. I saw some videos from black creators who were totally baffled that redheads were treated badly and couldn't believe it because they thought red hair was the beauty standard. And that has absolutely never been my experience. I am a natural redhead. I grew up as a redhead here in Dublin, in Ireland, and I was relentlessly bullied for many, many years, all the way through my school, always because the colour of my hair. And this is not an unusual experience. This is in fact the normalised, expected experience of a redheaded child, certainly in Ireland where I live. Now, I'm still a white person. I still have tons of privilege in our society, but I do think that this whole trend is taking off because you have these two groups of people who've been treated really shittily, really badly by society, looking at each other and going, oh, hey, I see you, I feel you, I support you, I welcome you. Let's be friends. And it's gorgeous. I love to see it. I really hope that this isn't a quick little trend, but actually this kinship and this bringing together of these two amazing communities can continue. Anyway, if you're watching this and you'd like to be friends in this newfound kinship, drop me a follow. I'll follow you back. Let's keep this going.
So a white girl that prefers black men is called a snow bunny. So what are we calling redheads? Because last summer it was already established that gingers are in fact black. So us redheads should start referring to ourselves as ginger bunnies or ginger bunnies. This video has been brought to you by an energy drink.
I'd like to know what soul contract our ancestors wrote. Because as if by magic, all the gingers of the world are liberated from this hold. Liberated from the deep-seated pain of rejection, abandonment, and humiliation, as well as pushed away from empowerment. I wonder what that contract says, because thanks to black people's resonating flame, gingers are healing their wounds by being wrapped in the nurturing, black aunties and cousins' words of baby and welcome home, red velvet. It just hits differently, as if the soul was waiting entire lifetime to hear those words. And in return, we appreciate the depths of unity and the love and care and understanding Black community showing us by willing to understand and hear what we had to endure as children. And being grounded in their own knowing that gingers do not minimize Black cousins' atrocious wounds. We equally empathize and extend healing your way. We now know there definitely is some sort of soul's link between us, making us gravitate towards each other without a conscious reason. Now we are seeing the reasons. We are seeing that the depth of our love for each other supports the balance of the earth, and that unity is proudly held in this dance of reciprocal support.
I love being married to a Black man. I love being married to a man that, in my experience, is at the top of the food chain. Every single man is intimidated by a big, buff, Black man. Anywhere we go, no one will talk to me or even look my way if I'm with my husband. And men are scared of him. My husband is the kindest person ever, but men are scared of him, and I love that. I love going in public knowing that I am protected and no one is gonna mess with me. And it's funny because men that know that I am with a big Black man, they don't mess with me. But men that don't know my husband will try to talk to me, and then after they meet him, oh, it's over. They don't even look at me again, like ever. And when we were dating, guys would try to talk to me and stuff, and then my husband now, like, when we were dating, he wasn't my husband, he was my boyfriend. Anyway, he would go talk to them, and then they would actually be scared of him. And they would be like, I'm never gonna talk to you again or something. And I always wondered what he would say. My husband never told me to this day. But I love being protected, and I love knowing that there's no up from here. Like, if we have marriage problems, I'm like, no. We figure it out. I'm not going to try someone else and some other different thing.
It's when you get a good-looking ginger, beats any other.
Yeah.
Like, a good-looking ginger, it blows everyone else out of the water. Mixed race girls, mixed race blokes. I mean, the mixed race is just, they're pretty good looking, aren't they? But the gingers, you get a good-looking ginger.
Yeah.
Because they're so rare.
Yeah, they are rare. They're like
they
fucking
blow everyone
unicorns.
out the window.
They're like unicorns.
That's exactly what they are.
Yeah.
A good-looking ginger's a unicorn. So when you see one, it's like, wow, you are unbelievable.
Black women, I have figured it out. I know why we love gingers. Now hear me out. It's because they are the Black people of white people. Now wait a moment. Wait, let me explain. For some reason, white people really treat their redheads like they are not white. And there's something in that othering, something in that pushing them away and kind of treating them like, ugh, you're a porch monkey. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it gives them sense and it makes them normal. Because the way I have never met a ginger that was any type of weird. They're always so chill. I've never met a whack ginger. You will never see a ginger at the MAGA rally, okay? Look at those pictures from January 6th. Did you see a ginger storming the Capitol? You did not. You did not. And like low-key, I feel this kind of translates too into why usually whenever you see like a white woman being kind of whack, she's blonde. Because they also treat their brunettes. Like, I'm not saying that all brunettes are chill. Like, that's not true. But I guess they treat them kind of like, I don't know, the Hispanics of white people. It's just so weird. I don't know if you know this, but there's a lot of in-house fighting between the blondes and the brunettes of the white world. It's a whole thing. So yeah, I've cracked the code. High five it.
Do you like redheads? Because I have a theory about men who are into ginger women. I think you fall into one of two categories. Either you have always been fixated on redheads, the hair, the fair skin, the freckles, the eye color, all of it, forever. Or you never planned on dating a redhead at all, but you met one, fell for her, and she completely rewired your brain. Now every woman you have dated since gets compared to her, and every woman you will date in the future probably will too. So tell me, am I right? Comment and let me know.
Man, I'm
Redhead folks don't play.
in the world, man.
Saying like, gingers have been acting like they unlocked a superpower. 'Cause we did. Like, you're telling me the most beautiful people on earth think that I'm beautiful too? When it feels like no one else has, you know? And also, like, I'm never gonna be needing validation from no man, no, like, white person. Like, I know I'm white, but I'm never gonna need validation from anyone again. Because the next time a boy says my hair's ugly, yo, I got gang on my side. And the right gang, too. I love y'all.
I'm not even sure he's on the top 5 of the all-time greatest Lakers, bro.
That's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say that.
Redheads are scientifically the most attractive people on planet Earth, and here is exactly why. Number one, the most obvious one, we are obviously the most rare people on planet Earth, so when you do find a good one, please make sure to lock it down. Number two, and a funky one, we're actually less likely to get prostate cancer. Something to do with our genetic makeup basically makes us less likely to get prostate cancer. So if you are with a redhead, they're less likely to pass away from prostate cancer. Big ups! Another reason as to why we are statistically more attractive is we're more likely to get it on. Research has shown that redheads are more funky. Another reason as to why we're the most attractive species of them all is redheads actually don't go grey, we go white, or a kind of ashy blondie colour as we age. So basically we are youthful until the day that we literally are in the casket. And finally, redheads actually have stronger bones than anybody else, produce vitamin D more efficiently than anybody else. Therefore, our bones are a little bit more superior. Heads are the most attractive people of them.
Just a PSA, ginger girls are just so fucking hot. Like, every time I just saw a ginger girl on my FYP, it's like, they're just so bad. Like, they just look so good. Like, when a ginger girl's put together a nice outfit, oh! Like, it's not even about the blondes for me, it's about the ginger girls. Ginger girls are fit as fuck. Every time I see a ginger girl, I'll repost that shit. Every time. I am a fan of ginger girls, yeah? If I went that way, that would be my type. Ginger girls all the way. Especially ginger girls with long ginger hair, rich red ginger hair, and the freckles. Oh. So tea. Oh my god. If you're a ginger girl, just keep being so fire. Like, you're just so sexy. I hear stories about ginger girls, how they used to get bullied. It's always the tea ones that used to get bullied, because guess what? They're all fucking jealous of you. They're jealous. The girls that are bullying you were bullying you because they're jealous of your beautiful, thick ginger hair. Because I'm jealous too.
My For You page today is full of people telling me that gingers are black. And as a natural ginger, I just wanted to say I had an inkling, because your girl is caked up. However, I'm glad to be here, and I just hope that I am cool enough to be a part.
The black community literally saved my physical life multiple times when I was growing up. But I'm going to tell you about a time when I was 7. When I was a kid, my grandparents took my brother and I to a water park in Hot Springs, Arkansas. My brother was 3. He's also a redhead. And when I was a kid, you know, I'm older now, so my hair's got some white in it and stuff. But when I was a kid, and my features are all bleach blonde. These are just kind of remnants from Sunday when I filled them in. Anyway, my brother and I were full on redhead, freckles, the whole 9 yards. Yes, we endured all the horrible, hateful things that y'all have heard over the past week or so, that people feel like it's okay to say to redheads. And also, we moved almost every year. New school almost every year. New set of questions almost every year. So, anyway, my grandparents took us to this water park in Hot Springs, Arkansas. And back then, you had to, I'm in my 30s, but back then, you had to pay for the inner tubes at this water park to use them in the wave pool. And my grandparents dropped my brother and I off, again 3 and 7, dropped us off at the wave pool and said they would be back. They were going to go try to find some free inner tubes from somebody who was done using them so they didn't have to pay for them. This was a Saturday. It was packed. I mean, I'd grown up by the beach, so I went to the beach a bunch of times. So I thought, the wave pool is probably not any different than beach waves. I'm probably okay. So I swim out, and I swim pretty close to the deep end. And the waves turn on, and I find out how wrong I am about the power of these wave pools. They're very dangerous, by the way. And I got trapped underneath the sea of inner tubes. Now, like I said, I'm in my 30s, and this is when I was 7, and this is in Hot Springs, Arkansas. So it just kind of seemed like all the white people were in one section, and the black community was an entirely different section of the wave pool. And I didn't pay any attention to where I was, but I was kind of like in where those two groups would meet. I got trapped, and I remember trying to bob against the waves. Like, I would go up and they would go down, and trying to break through so I could breathe. And I could not break through the sea of legs and inner tubes, because every time I would come up, somebody thought I was trying to steal their inner tube. They saw me drowning and would not pull me up because they thought I was trying to steal their inner tubes. I felt my lungs being crushed. I remember my hearing going out. I remember looking at the sun, and I remember feeling total peace. And then I passed out. Next thing I know, I'm being frantically pulled up on by a kid. I had drifted over to the section of the pool where the black community was largely swimming. Frantically pulled up by a student who had to have been maybe 10, 11 tops. And she was trying to get her friend to help pull me up. And she was saying, "Hold on, hold on, hold on." She was screaming. And she pulled me up, and she gave me to her chaperone, who was a wonderful black woman. And I'm a 7-year-old kid, so I'm not a baby, but she put me on her hip, and she walked me to the shore and laid me down, and I passed out again. Next thing I know, I am resuscitated, and I'm surrounded by my grandparents, the EMTs, and the entire school trip that was there, the entire community. I have never forgotten that. And I've gone through life. I've lived in a lot of different places. I've lived in a lot of different cultures. And every time, the black community were the ones that took me in and cared for me and protected me, taught me, loved me, treated me well. I've been saying this. I know this is a trend on TikTok, but I know I've been saying this almost my whole life. I'm so grateful. So grateful.
Blondes or brunettes? Why?
Redheads.
I have spoken. Redheads.
Yep. I'm all for it.
That's crazy.
I'm wild take. You know, wild take, but I'm here for it. Wow. I'm here to challenge anybody against it.
Bro, I've never had anybody say that before. That's crazy.
I'm here for it. 10 out of 10 ginger is just next level.
That's crazy. Why is that?
They just are. They're wild, but it's next level. It's game changer. I will admit though, like, a 7 out of 10 ginger is just worse than a 7 out of 10 blonde, but a 10 out of 10 is just way better.
I'm not even sure he's on the top 5 of the all-time greatest Lakers, bro.
That's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say that.
3 reasons why gingers make the best wives. Number 1, life is never boring. There is always personality, opinions, commentary, and a strong sense that you married a main character, not a background role. Number 2, we are fiercely loyal once we choose you. We do not half commit or casually invest. When we are in, we are very in, and you feel it every day. Number 3, we give the absolute best back rubs when you come back from work tired. We're genetically wired to never become tired when our husband is around.
I'm sure you've heard the stereotype that redheads are better in bed. And whilst this stereotype has been placed on us unknowingly, there's actually a reason as to why I think this is. That is due to us redheads having a thing called the faster life strategy. And this is where us redheads obviously were picked on a lot as children because of our hair colour. So therefore, we try and seek out a partner who is obviously going to try and, reproduce with us. Due to evolution, that's obviously what we all need to do. We try and get through the stages of life as quick as possible because we truly do not believe that anyone will ever want to mate with us. We try our best to promote that level of exudeness that will make people want to mate with us, because otherwise, where the hell are we going to have children? Where is our evolutionary standpoint going to be? I don't know. But this faster life strategy, I think, is actually something that we actually do. We go through such unfavourable conditions in childhood that we feel the need to try and just find someone as soon as possible.
Blondes or brunettes? Why?
Redheads.
I have spoken. Redheads.
Yep. I'm all for it.
That's crazy.
I'm wild take. Wild take, but I'm here for it. I'm here to challenge anybody against it.
Bro, I've never had anybody say that before. That's crazy.
I'm here for it. 10 out of 10 ginger is just next level.
That's crazy. Why is that?
They just are. They're wild, but it's next level. It's game changer. I will admit though, like a 7 out of 10 ginger is just worse than a 7 out of 10 blonde, but a 10 out of 10 is just way better.
So it is not secret that a lot of Slavic women out there are so much in love with black men. A lot of them are so much obsessed with black men, and most of them really want a black man in their life, and they want to date a black man in their life. They want a black man in their life. They want brown babies. Literally, I mean, for you all, who's married to one, or is there anyone? Give me your experiences in the comment section below. Talk about it so that other men can see, and so that you all can share your ideas. Try to give game to some guys, because I'm also here to give game to you. For those who, are interested in dating Slavic women, and I've put together some points so that you can understand the reason why most of these women are so much interested in dating these black men in most of these black men. So the first thing is the differences. So they say in Slavic countries, black populations are relatively small compared with countries such as the United States and Brazil, and also in the UK. So people are sometimes attracted to features that are less common in their environment, and including the skin tone, the hairstyle, and the cultural background. So we've talked about the skin tone as a black man. I mean, for you all who have cool, nice dark skins, for those guys or light skin guys, a lot of them really love those cool dark skin guys who are there in Eastern Europe also. So most of them also love the hairstyle, for those who played those dreadlocks, or a lot of them love them, especially those Jamaican men who come along playing those dreadlocks. They really love them. They really love touching them, and yeah, that's what most of these women really love. So the cultural background is another thing too. They can also relate to it. That is why most of these women love these black men. So the second point I put together was the influence of global media. The music, the film, sports, social media have made black culture highly visible around the world. The genres such as hip-hop, R&B, and basketball culture have become popular in many Eastern European countries, exposing people to black celebrities and figures. I mean, you all know a lot of black celebrities. I mean, arguably the greatest celebrity of all time in the world is Michael Jackson, and he is black. So people know Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, Beyonce, Kendrick Lamar. People know about a lot of black guys out there are so much popular. And yeah, even when it comes to football, you have people like Mbappe, and yeah, so a lot of black guys are excelling and in this industry. So most of these women have this, when they watch them online, I mean, they just want to have somebody like that in their life. They want to have a black guy in their life. I mean, because of how black excellence is excelling online, I mean, because of how social media is portraying them. So most of them will really want to date these black guys. So the third point I put together was the stereotype and the perceptions. So some people hold positive stereotypes about black men, such as viewing them as confident, expressive, athletic, and charismatic. Yeah. However, stereotypes can be misleading because individuals vary greatly. Attraction is based solely on stereotypes often does not reflect the real relationships. So that is actually true. So you all know, that's one of the points I put together. So yeah, if you watch a lot of videos, you see how some of them are saying they love them, they are charming, they are respectful, they know how to take care of a woman, they know how to keep a woman. I mean, there's a lot of things that the black man does around them that they so much love, and they will so much want to be. That's why most of them want to be around these black men. I know you all are planning your next trip to go to these countries. I know you all planning your next trip to visit these women in these countries. And yes, I would personally encourage you all to travel to these countries and visit these women and get the experience that most black men out there are hiding from you. Remember, I'm here to give you game, and this is one of it. So the next point is the greater international contacts, travel, international studies program, migrants, and social media have increased interaction between people from different backgrounds. As a result, interracial relationships have become more common